Yo, what's good guys, it's GM Jiedel and we are back. It's been a while since we've done a rebuild, but 2K20 is here, so it's time for us to rebuild a team that had the worst record in the NBA last year, the New York Knicks. So the way we're going to do rebuilds this year, every Saturday we're going to rebuild an NBA team going from worst to first, and they had an interesting offseason. They signed Randall, a big man, Morris, a power forward, Portis, a big man, Gibson, a big man. I'm not really a big fan of the Knicks offseason. This team is actually really weird. I don't know who I'd really want to build around, because me personally, I don't think RJ Barrett's gonna be very good, but for the sake of this Knicks rebuild, we're gonna rebuild around him. Now we do have our own pick. I think the smart thing to do would be to tank again. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little trade finder. Now Alonzo Trier, he's a 74 overall at the age of 23. That screams not gonna be a great player down the line, at least in 2K. We're gonna trade him. All right, I think I'm gonna make this deal for Shamit, a good knockdown shooter, team option for cheap. Sorry, Trier. Shamit is a smidge better and smidge younger. These guys are just expiring, so I don't really care about them. So we're gonna make this trade to start out. I don't really want to trade Dennis Smith necessarily with the team option coming up, but a top 3 protected pick from the Timberwolves when they're playing in the Western Conference seems like a lottery pick to me. So I'm gonna go for it. We're doing a tank job this first year. So our rotation going into game 1 is Elfrid Payton, Shamit, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Wow, okay. In real life, the Knicks can't trade Julius Randle yet, but I'm just gonna explore what his value is right now. Nothing great. All right, why don't we simulate the season? Let's go to Christmas and see how we're doing. We want to be bad. Now I've heard the sim engine is pretty slow this year. Seems to be okay for me. I do have the Xbox X, which is the faster one, so maybe it'll be fine for me. We'll see. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that on Twitter. We're actually winning games to start the year somehow. That's not supposed to happen. So Randall might have to get traded sooner than later. I guess he's kind of good enough to win us some early regular season games. Now this is actually pretty slow. I take back what I said earlier. We're being offered Fred VanVleet for Marcus Morris. This doesn't help our tank in my estimation, but if we could get VanVleet and possibly re-sign him for a good deal, I actually kind of like that. So we're going to do that trade. So that's definitely our new starting point guard over Elfrid Payton. Let's see if we can trade Portis and Gibson, get some value for these guys. All right, the Blazers will give us Nasir Little and Bazemore, who's a giant expiring contract. Should help our tank also, because Nasir's not that good yet. He has potential though. This should help our tank. This should really help our tank. To January 9th we go. All right, since the trade, our tank's been way more effective. We're not last in the power rankings though. We're 21st. There's a lot of bad teams, it looks like. A whole lot of bad teams. The Pelicans are 9 and 27. They're very bad. So I'm looking at the Pelicans, the worst team in the NBA. They're apparently targeting Anthony Davis, who they traded to the Lakers. Looks like they won't trade Zion. Interesting. Let's just see if they want to give us any one of those young Laker guys, you know? They will not trade us Lonzo Ball. They will not trade us Zion. They will not trade us Brandon Ingram. Well, I think we're safe to sim to the rest of the season. We're pretty bad. Hopefully we get some top picks. And I just got offered Adebayo for Randall and Dragic, who's a big expiring contract. Adebayo has a team option. He's a good young center. Obviously, we already have Mitchell Robinson. Complicates things, but we'll figure that out later. So our team should be pretty bad now. Should be pretty bad. Let's see what happens. Knox is on the bench. Knox 20. Okay, we're going to keep Knox around for now. So the Pistons proposed a trade of Doumbia and Kennard for Dotson and Robinson. Robinson, I don't want to give up. He's definitely the best player in this trade. So I said, why don't you throw in an unprotected first? They said, sure. I can give up Ntilikina for that. He doesn't really seem like he's going anywhere fast. 69 overall. And I can take on Markieff Morris for cheap. He's on a very cheap contract for depth next year if I try to be good. And I get the unprotected first. So I'm going to do this, and then Adebayo can just be our starting center. We're wheeling and dealing. We're completely overhauling the team. All right, the season ended. We were 25 and 57. Giannis got his second MVP. Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. Our boy RJ Barrett did make the all-rookie first team. He's up to an 80 overall, so he's in a good spot right now. What did he average? Our boy averaged about 16 points on pretty inefficient numbers, not a lot of assists. This new playoffs thing is kind of cool. I heard you can't simulate game by game now. You cannot. You can simulate the round, the playoffs. That's rough. Not a big fan of that. I don't know why you'd get rid of the simulate game feature. That's going to make this take a lot longer. 2K, I really wish you guys cared more about the My League mode. It's actually kind of disheartening to see how little you guys care about this mode at times, but whatever, I'm still having fun with it. Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers won the championship. They beat the Lakers 4-2. Interesting. Okay. All right. Player retirements. Doesn't affect us. Staff retirements. Doesn't affect us. League meetings. They're trying to get rid of free throws. We're going to reject that. All right. Draft lottery. Here we go. We got our pick. We got the Pistons pick and the Timberwolves pick. Our pick has pretty good odds. Wow. It looks like the Pistons actually made the playoffs, which is not good for us. So we have the number 1 pick in the draft. I didn't even notice that at first because I was trying to see where our Detroit pick was. So we're picking number 1, number 7, and number 24. So the Pistons had a really good year. Wow. Staff signing. Are we okay with Fizdale? I see Popovich is an option. I doubt Popovich would want to coach the New York Knicks, but he is coaching Team USA right now, so I'm sure he's cool getting out of his comfort zone. We have the best team budget, so we just offered him a fat bag. He rejected us. Greg, not nice. Yeah, Donna Falk seems like the best guy available. Not going to pay him anywhere near as much as I have to pay Pop, and he signs. So I did download a draft class. This game has now literally been out for... Today's the first day the game's out. I'm recording this on Friday. The game has not even been out for a full day yet. Somehow I was able to download a draft class. I noticed the guy's name was the same guy who did a lot of the ones in 2K19, so hopefully this is a good draft class. I don't know anything about this upcoming draft class in real life, but we have 15 trade offers. Could get Devin Booker with the first overall pick. I mean, Booker is a 23-year-old, 87 overall, already got him locked up. Obviously, it sucks, that contract for us, just the amount of money. And Rubio will obviously trade later. I feel like this makes sense for us because now I have an opportunity to be good right away. I don't really want to tank again. So I'm glad to have Devin Booker on the team over Anthony Edwards, who I know nothing about. And with our 7th overall pick, we can surround him with some talent. Yo. Yeah, you want to be in it for a little bit? Sure. What should we trade the 7th pick for, Jess?
Wait, is the game?
It is pretty slow. Boban, the 7th overall pick.
Yeah.
No.
RJ, get RJ.
Is RJ a beast?
Yes.
Dude, I have Fred VanVleet. Do you think he's going to be better than VanVleet?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pick RJ Hampton. He's from New Zealand. Okay. All right, and we also have the 24th pick from the Pistons. I want to trade this pick for somebody young, but I feel like now that I have Book, I'm not going to give up 2 first-round picks for these guys. I don't know what to do. In 2K19, we picked Precious Achiuwa quite a bit. Still don't know a lot about him, so we're going to take him. So the first overall pick was an 80 overall at age 18. He's going to be a beast, but I'm happy to get Devin Booker, to be honest. Team player options, accepting Adebayo, accepting Knox, declining Peyton, declining Ellington, accepting Shamet. Kennard, we're going to decline, and Okogie. I'm going to accept Okogie. I'm going to G-League him. He might have some potential. Anthony Davis declined his player option. And you guys know how many expiring contracts I had. Even with Booker's contract, I still should have a ton of money on the books. Dragic, goodbye. Peyton, goodbye. Bazemore, goodbye. Ellington, goodbye. Kennard, goodbye. Goodbye to all of you guys. VanVleet's the only guy I'm really interested in re-signing. So I have $7 million in cap room somehow. All right, so I need to trade Rubio to get some cap space before we go into free agency. Oh, it won't let me trade him. I don't know why sometimes it lets you trade these guys and sometimes it doesn't in the offseason. So we got kind of screwed there by Ricky Rubio. We're not going to be able to get Anthony Davis. That's fine. The big free agent draft class is actually next year's. So I'm just going to try to re-sign Fred VanVleet for now. Let's see if I can get him to take a flat deal for about, 13.75. Hopefully he doesn't feel too insulted. He agrees. So we kind of get him on a good deal. And I still have $7 million to play with here. Kind of want to get a backup center if possible. Mason Plumlee, we'll bring you on for a year. You could be a good backup center for us. So Booker's up to an 89. Barrett's up to a 82. Adebayo's up. Knox is up. So the team is looking pretty up right now. It's good and young. We got a lot of talent, actually. I'm actually excited to see how the team does. All right, I'm going to auto-generate the rookies for this rebuild going forward, just because I don't trust draft classes. The game hasn't been out for a day. So to start the year, our rotation is Fred VanVleet, Booker, Barrett, Markieff Morris, and Adebayo. Pretty decent starting 5. And I actually really like our bench. Knox, Rubio, Doumbia, Shamet, Plumlee. We have depth. I mean, I don't even have playing time for literally these guys all here. Hampton, I want to get playing time for. Okogie, I want to get playing time for. Little, I want to get playing time for. Achiuwa, I want to get playing time for. We literally just don't have the minutes to go around for all those guys, which is actually kind of crazy. So maybe maybe we're gonna have to make a big trade package to try to trade all these decent, good young guys for like one great young guy. I don't know if we can swing a trade like that, but we're gonna have to try. So Rubio, I can't trade until another 45 days. If the team's doing really well, we'll keep him. If we're doing so-so or bad, we're gonna trade him. So 45 days from now, I think December 8th is probably 45 days. So let's see how the team does. We're 8-13. Not doing very good. We're one of the worst teams in the conference. Somehow Milwaukee is also one of the worst teams in the conference. Can't trade Rubio for 3 days. All right, to December 11th we go. And I'm able to trade him and Morris for Al Horford. So that gets me a better starting center. I'm okay taking on the salary, even though he's going to be kind of old at the end of that. 2K actually recommends playing him at power forward. That will give us a big lineup. Last year's 2K, stacking big men typically was an effective strategy. I don't know if that's going to work this year, because I don't know what kind of changes they've made to the system. But we got to do something about this glut of young guys we got, because all 4 of these dudes need minutes, and they're not getting it on our team. All right, I'm able to trade Achua and Little for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a beast point guard. He will start for us over Van Vliet, which now means I can trade a package of Hampton, who Jesse's pretty high on, Okogie. So now our lineup is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Booker, RJ Barrett, Horford, and Adebayo. Off the bench, Knox, Van Vliet, Shamet, Doumbia. Now, I still don't really know what to do with RJ Hampton or Josh Okogie while they're just sitting on our bench. Let's see how this team does. Maybe we'll make some changes from there. Let's go to about February 1st. That's probably a little bit before the trade deadline. We win our first game with the new lineup over the Cavs. Now we have 2 tough games on the road against the Jazz and the Clippers. A win and a loss to the Clippers, who were the champions, so not bad. February 1st, we're 21-26. We're still not great, but we are kind of fighting for an 8 seed, to be honest. The 8 seed is 23-26. We're 21-26. I mean, we're kind of right there. Trying to see if we can swing any more crazy trades. I can swing all these guys into Steven Adams, who's actually a huge expiring contract. Kind of like that, because Horford is going to decline. Adams is the expiring. Plumlee doesn't play for me. Okogie's never going to play for me. Langford is younger than Okogie, and he's better. This trade makes sense to me. I'm just going to do it. And now that finally moves Adebayo to the bench. Knox at power forward. Gives us some more spacey lineup. A big physical body inside. I feel like our bench is better after that trade, but Doumbia and Hampton still don't have minutes. I really don't think I have a chance to win the title this year, so I don't know if it's smart of me to keep converting these young guys into win now pieces, but I at least have to explore the options in case we get anything crazy, and we
do not.
I'm projected to have $58 million in cap room next year. Neither of my centers are re-signed, but that's really the only guys we have to re-sign, so we do have a max slot, essentially. So we're gonna sim to the rest of the season. I hope we make the playoffs. I want to see how the team does in the playoffs and the rest of the way. I think this is a good team, to be honest. All right, we finished the year 43-39. Anthony Davis won MVP for the Lakers. Let's see if any of our guys made an All-NBA team. No, but we are the 5th seed. We really came back. I like our team a lot. I'm gonna go simcast by simcast, I suppose, here. Wow, we really blew a decent lead in the beginning there. Okay, so the Hawks are the home team, so we do want to try to split with them here. Let's see what happens. They're gonna beat us. Hey, I'm happy to have just made the playoffs. I'm sure if we run this team back, we're gonna be a way higher seed next year. We're young. I realized I can trade Van Vliet in the offseason and just start Hampton as the backup point guard for now, while Shai is the man. We just scored 157 points in a playoff game. I honestly don't even know what the series is. I think it's 2-2 right now. Yeah, it's 2-2. Home teams are undefeated. Can we steal one on the road here? No, we can't. Honestly, I'm okay with us losing. I'm not okay with us giving up 155 points, but I'm okay with us not going too far this year. I don't think next year is going to be our year. I think in year 4 is when this team is going to win the championship. And the Rockets win the championship. Westbrook gets finals MVP over Harden. The Lakers again losing 6. Interesting stuff. All right, here we go. Here's where things get interesting. Now we actually have the 7th pick in the draft via the Dallas Mavericks because of the Kristaps Porzingis trade. So that's going to be useful. I did get a lot of trade offers. I'm going to try to see if I can combo it with Fred VanVleet to try to just trade him now. The problem is I don't want to take up too much salary ahead of free agency. Kind of in a tough spot here. I think I'm better off just making this pick. We'll go with Daryl Lane, a power forward from Miami. I'm offering Bam the qualifying offer. So the big move is to try to get Giannis, bring Giannis to the big city of New York. If we have him, that would honestly complete our team. Well, I can trade Van Vliet, Doumbia, and Shamit for Blake Griffin. Super win now move. Kind of clogs up my cap space, but I feel like we're not going to get Giannis. So I'm okay with that. I don't really want to take on Reggie Jackson, so I'm wondering if I can 3-team trade this somehow. Or just trade him later. Well, I have no cap space after that trade, but that's fine. We have a really good team. So I'm offering Bam the qualifying offer. Bam did not accept his qualifying offer, so we're still going to need a center. Big oversight by me, not going to lie. But we'll be fine. We're always able to get guys. We're always able to get centers. There's a million, like 79 overall centers in the NBA these days. Why was I so stressed out saying that? I don't know. Somehow Paul George is a free agent, and he accepts. All right. Well, that made things a lot easier. Wow. So we got Shea, Booker, Paul George, Blake Griffin, Jakeem Noah. What? Off the bench, Barrett, Knox, Langford. I really don't even have any of the original Knicks guys on the roster. I just have existing stars that I just kind of found, plugged in. So we're going to sim to January 9th, make a move for a center, win the championship. All right, January 9th, we're 21-12. Time to get a backup center. Here we go. Goodbye, Reggie Jackson. Goodbye, Lane. Jakeem Noah. I really don't like you, so I'm going to trade you to DeAndre Jordan. A lot of Knicks fans said he really wasn't giving his best effort while he was a Knick. But he's an 84 overall. So in this rebuild world, this new fantasy world, he's still a beast. Or we could get Sabonis. But Sabonis is 6'11". He's not as undersized as I thought, but Jordan is a full they're both 6'11". 6'11", 265. 6'11". Yeah, I'm going to go with the bigger body here. This trade really should put us over the top. Our team is so stacked right now. Reuniting Lob City in New York. It's a lot older Lob City, but they're reunited. They're great friends. They love to play together. Blake Griffin and DeAndre both still good pick and roll threats, except Blake can pop now. I got Booker or Shea to run it. I'm basically running backs on like the Clippers players. Paul George, a Clipper. Blake Griffin, a former Clipper. DeAndre Jordan, a former Clipper. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, former Clipper. And then off the bench, the best six-man maybe ever, an 87 overall. That's like prime Ginobili territory right there. Hampton's getting minutes now. This team is stacked. This team is stacked. We should dominate the rest of the way. So I'm going to sim to the 2 days after the trade deadline, see where we're at. All right, we're 30-21. We're second seed right now. We're right there at the Sixers. We could take it. I really think we could take it. This conference is ours for the taking. Time for us to pull away here, get the team chemistry up, and slide through the playoffs. Let's get it. All right, we finished the year 51-31. Anthony Davis with another MVP for the Lakers. Did we have any All-NBA guys? No. Once again, we did not. But we are the #1 seed going against the Brooklyn Nets. They still have Kyrie. They still have Durant, Jared Allen, Hassan Whiteside. Okay. They're actually a really good team. I do think they could beat us. That's scary. I don't like that. Let's simcast this first game and see how we do. We won by 4 points at home. All right. It wants us to give more minutes to RJ Barrett. Makes sense. All right. Our offensive focus should not be feeding the post. It should be pick and rolls. Yeah, let's get RJ some more minutes. Here we go. And we came back to take the 10-point lead after I switched up the game plan. Okay. So we're up 2-0, but now we're going to Brooklyn. I imagine if this was a real-life series, I feel like there'd be a lot of Knicks fans at that game. There's way more Knicks fans than Nets fans in the world. I do know that. All right. Let's go back to not feeding the post, as much as I hate to say that. I don't think that's a good thing for our team. All right. If we win this one, we should have the series. Come on. Let's take this commanding 3-0 lead. We won the first half. We won it. All right. This is an 8th seed, but this team is probably the best team we're going to play until we get to the finals, if we get to the finals. That's the crazy thing. All right. Come on. Let's win this game. Don't scare me. Please don't scare me. I'm getting a little spooked. Getting very spooked. Should I change the game plan? Oh, the scout has a lot of advice this time. We lost one game. Everyone's freaking out. Oh, God. Well, now it's letting me simulate the game. And we won. That is so weird. The simulate game only shows up after you've done a single game. Okay, so that must just be a glitch. Yeah, I'm just going to simulate this game and see what happens. And see if it lets me do the simulate game option. Okay, return to calendar. No, it won't let me simulate the game. That is so weird. That is so weird. All right, well, we're up 1-0. And that Hawks team, Trae Young is a beast. They're actually a pretty well put together team. But I do think our team is better than theirs. I'm going to limit perimeter shots, play physical. Gotta rough up Trey. He's a little guy. He's only the guy. He's just a dominant scorer in the sim engine. I know that. He's crazy good. Let's give RJ Barrett those minutes he needs. Okay, here we go. I made a game plan. We're already up 1-0. Hopefully we win this game too after I made the game plan. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's working pretty well. Just go right to the next game. We've swept them at home. If we can win this game 3 on the road, that'll be huge. And we're going to. All right, next game. My game plans have been killer. I've been making some killer game plans the last few months. You can't deny the game plan mastery I got going. That's a clean sweep. The Miami Heat. Okay, what are you guys doing here? How'd you get here? Nico Mannion? Jimmy Butler? Okay, we should crush this team. I don't even know if this team's worth making a game plan for, but I know our default is feed the post for some reason, so we're going to change that up real quick. In New York, this used to be a heated rivalry back in the day. Now it won't be so heated. I honestly have a team of nice guys. I got Blake. I got DeAndre. I mean, Shea seems like a nice dude. Paul George is like a physical defender, but I mean, he did the OKC dirty. He even requested a trade, but it doesn't seem like a dirty player. I feel like, you know, we got clean guys on our side. I mean, they got Jimmy. Jimmy's not really a dirty player by my estimation. He's just physical. It's like the nice guys version of the 90s matchup, basically. And one that, honestly, it looks like we're going to sweep. And they won because I said that. We win this one in Miami, and we don't. Okay, it's a close series. Here we go. We should win in the Garden. We should win in the Garden. We won by 9. Next game, here we are. We won the first quarter. We won the second quarter. We won the third quarter. They destroyed us in the fourth quarter by 20 points. Simulating the game at home at the Garden. The home team is undefeated in this series. Okay, we won the first quarter. It's back and forth here in the second. We won the second quarter. We're only up by 9 though, despite winning the first 2 quarters. Very close game here in the fourth. This could not be any more nerve-wracking. We won by 2. We won by 2. Oh my God. The NBA Finals versus the Timberwolves. This team is interesting. Simcast game 1. Here we go. I don't know what to think of this series. I just feel like our team's better than theirs. All right, well, we crushed them in game 1. I didn't even touch the game plan. I'm just going to see what happens here in game 2. They're crushing us. Can we make a fourth quarter comeback? All right, we're down 9. Game plan time. Here we go. My game plan sucked. All right, I got rid of my game plan and we won. Can we win 3 straight? We lost the championship. Oh well, this wasn't the season I said we were gonna win. It was gonna be next year, but it was kind of stressful getting to the finals. I'm not gonna lie, that was stressful. Blake's not under contract. Paul George isn't under contract. This is gonna be a really wonky offseason. We don't have a pick in this year's draft. So qualifying offer to Shea and Kevin Knox. Knox isn't as important, but Shea is a must keep. He's our starting point guard. He's a beast. Just offered Shea a fat contract, and he accepts. I'm gonna renounce the rights to Blake. His contract was huge. It's gonna free up a ton of cap space for me. Paul George, I don't think I have his bird rights, so I'm gonna have to renounce him too, honestly. All right, I'm up to 33 million cap room. So we have Booker, we have Barrett, DeAndre Jordan, Langford, Hampton. So we actually have a good roster. And then once we bring back Shea, we're gonna have him too. I'm gonna offer Mitchell Robinson, bring him back to New York, a big contract. Shea wants to do a 1-year deal with somebody, but all these guys agree. I don't have enough room to sign Mitchell Robinson. Ugh. I have 19 million. If I can get one more guy who can play minutes for us, I'm gonna be happy. I was able to sign Valanciunas on a 2-year, $40 million deal. Huge overpay, no doubt, but I'm trying to win the title this year. It's this year or bust. If I don't win this year, I'm just gonna call it. I know we don't have Paul George or Blake, but honestly, this team is still so talented. We had so many guys who just easily could have had bigger roles on this team. All right, so perimeter defense on Booker again. He's only up to a 76, man. He is a bad defensive player. I'm also gonna put Shea on perimeter defense. Just want to make sure he's a true lockdown for us. He's only up to an 86, so he wasn't even as good as I thought he was. So we got Shea, Booker, Barrett, Knox, and Valanciunas off the bench. Jordan, Langford, and Hampton. All right, coming into the season, what does the league think about us? We're 11th in the power rankings. They think because we lost Blake and Paul George, we ain't going to be good. I think we're still going to be the #1 seed. I honestly am that confident in this team. We start out a win with a big win against the Sixers, a big win against the Raptors, a bigger win against the Nets. I even said that before it happened. I'm confident. I think we win in the championship. Last year, too many guys. We honestly had too much talent. This year, now that I'm actually playing the true New York Knicks guys, honoring the team that I'm rebuilding, staying true to the team, we're going to take the dub. I'll see y'all in the playoffs. All right, and we just capped off a 66-16 season. Despite that, we did not have the MVP. Kyrie Irving won the MVP on the Pacers, I guess. But I'm 100% sure we're the #1 seed. And I still don't see us having any All-NBA players, which is kind of crazy. We are the #1 seed. Booker 25 a game, Barrett 23 a game, Knox 17, Langford 16. Pretty well-balanced team, honestly. No one had a crazy assist numbers for us, but honestly, it's a good, well-rounded team. Everyone kind of handled the ball a little bit. It would be a frustrating team to play against. We're going against a team with Giannis on it and Vucevic. So this team is pretty scary because of those two, but they were the 8th seed. They were a losing record, which means they're probably going to beat me, and I'm about to get very triggered. So I don't even want to have to make a game plan against this team, but I will if I have to. Game 1, we beat them. Game 2 looks like we're going to beat them. Now we're going back to Orlando, where hopefully we don't lose this on the road to Orlando. First round should be a clean sweep for us. This team had a losing record, so of course we drop a game to them, even though we're the most dominant team in the league this year. Once again, we're losing. We're winning. We're losing. We're winning.
Nope.
They won at the last second. Protect the paint. Play physical. Crash the defensive glass. They're killing us. They're killing us. They're killing us. We're killing them. Come on. Right. We're up 3-2. Here we go. Can we win in 6? I know we're going to Orlando, and it's tough, but please let us win, man. This team's trash that we're playing against. Come on, please. Please. They were so bad. All year, they were bad. They were a bad team. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Why are we going to a game 7? Come on now. Sorry, I'm a little upset. This game upsets me when 8 seeds do this kind of stuff. And yes, I know the Knicks were an 8 seed, and they went to the finals. I don't care. We beat them. We're done with that topic. We're moving on. Going against the Pacers team, we should beat this team. Oh man, they've got great big men. They might beat us. You know what? I'm confident. I'm simulating the round. I'm confident. Let's go. Let's go. I see the Timberwolves on the other side of the bracket, and we're going against the Heat again. The Heat gave us a really tough series last time out. They were 50-32. We were 60-6-16. So we were a flat-out just better team than them. Our point differential was closer to 3 times than 2 times theirs. Simulate round. I can always stop it if things go bad. Oh, wait, we literally lost before I had a chance to stop it. I really don't want to end the first rebuild without a championship. Like, I just don't want to do that. So extending a qualifying offer to Langford and Barrett. I just extended huge offers to Barrett and Alexander, because if you guys remember, he actually took a 1-year on us. Both agree to these giant extensions, and Barrett wants to take a 1-year deal. You know what? That's fine. If we don't win it, I'm just gonna take the L on this one and just I gotta take the L if we don't win this year. Langford accepted the thing, so the team did get better again, except for Valanciunas. So center is gonna be a little bit of a weak point for this team. Alexander, Booker, Barrett, Knox, Valanciunas, same lineup from last year, same solid squad. The bench, RJ Hampton, Langford again with cancer this time. That's our team. I think we're gonna win 54 games. I think there will be a drop off, so I'll see you guys in the playoffs. All right, I predicted 54 wins. We hit 59. Giannis is MVP for the Magic. Once again, no all NBA players for us. We're the first seed again, going against the Pacers this time. Well, I believe I just simmed the round. I'm just gonna do that again. Okay, we're up 4-1. This is our chance. Okay, the Celtics, Alfred Payton, not good. Simulate round. We got this one. We got this one. Going against the Chicago Bulls. Kobe White. Okay, that's scary. Josh Green. Not so scary. Paul George. Okay, Bam Adebayo. Okay. Let's simcast these games. I respect this team. I respect this team. They beat us in game 1 pretty badly at home in New York. Game 2, this team might need a game plan. We might need a game plan for this team. They're crushing us. Paul George and Markkanen are killing us this series. Okay, so we got to figure out how to shut them down. Adebayo isn't really a go-to scorer type. I'm going to put Kevin Knox on him. Markkanen, I'm just going to get more size on him, so I'm going to put Valanciunas on him. Paul George, I'm actually going to guard with Shea, since Shea's like our go-to guy. All right, changed up the game plan. Here we go. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let us win. Please let us win.
Nope.
Knicks fans, I'm sorry. I tried my best. I failed. We will revisit the Knicks sometime later this year. I apologize for trading Mitchell Robinson and Alonzo Trier. I apologize for making RJ Barrett and Kevin Knox sit on the back seat. We had a good run. We went to the finals, 2 first seeds, but ultimately, the teams with red jerseys were just better than us. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this first rebuild of NBA 2K20. Obviously, the game mode is a little messed up. 2K, I'm begging you, please fix some of the mistakes you guys have made. We only saw the simulate game option once in the playoffs. That's kind of whack. It's actually super whack, not kind of whack. Please fix that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, we haven't done any rebuilds, so if you want to click up here, you can see the first No Money Spent series video. And if you click up here, you can see my first My Career. It's very cutscene heavy, but I do include where the cutscenes end in the video, so if you don't want to watch the cutscenes, it's easy to skip through them. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.